Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and we are continuing playing the console. Yes, console. Last time we managed to pick up a spear. Hopefully the spear of Longinus. Hopefully the proper one. It should be, I think, but who knows. What can we see now? I have to find my mother. And yes, Sir Gregory home, I say. Dear old boy, you have been very naughty, I think. And hopefully I can play through this game today. And even if I don't, I still think I will start another game and check if I can record it and maybe a third one. But let's see. I'm not making any promises just of yet what the idea of one of the games I'm maybe going to play, because it depends if I can make it to work and of course if I can record it. It's not Gabriel Knight 3, that's what I can say. It's more of a sneaking game, but that's enough. Oh, I should have played through this. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Well. Well. I really should have gone back to the building and went check the clues, but well, might have. I should have talked to the Piachi first, but well, there are little typos in this success screen. Von Werner, no space. Von Werner with double W. But anyways, yeah. Well, what can you do?
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Although I'm thinking, how much more could I have found about the Longinus? Manipulation, conviction, and occultism, and okay, conviction. I do have 2 points. Well, it really doesn't matter at the moment. And linguistics, diversion. Okay, and subterfuge. Well, it's not gonna get higher than that. Oh, I could get 2 points in linguistics. Or 2 points in logic, not logistics. I probably said that in some earlier episode. I mean logic, not logistics. 2 different things. Well, I'm gonna... this gives diversion, but this doesn't give a diversion. It gives, yes, manipulation, conviction, and occultism. So to be honest, nothing I really need at the moment. So. I'll put another linguistics, and I'm thinking about conviction. Yes, conviction. Actually, I should... Did I open some of these? So seductive. Quick. Swift. Okay, and spy. Oh, okay, I know everything about Gregory Holmes. That is nice. What is this? Okay. Okay, back to manuscripts. I think that's fine. I was going to... Yes, the traits. I forgot these. What did I get? Letter, yes. You think? Yeah, I think. I really do think, but I don't know. I have no idea if this is something you get even if you choose wrong one, but we will see. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I have 2 games which I want to try soon. One was a little... Well, the one I'm not sure if I can get it to work and if I can record it was something that popped in my mind suddenly. Out of the blue. Do I want to visit...
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him?
Okay, what's Napoleon... Conviction and politics immunity.
Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
Okay, so... Conviction and politics, he's immune. So trust me.
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Remind me, who did you hear making those alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Volner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, during the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Volner on?
Sir Gregory. But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose? To manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. Ah! So that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Whoa. Well, that went actually smoother than I thought. Did I learn anything about Bonaparte? No. Oh. Balls. I don't have honey. Well, that's not good at all. I was almost certain I had honey. Three free skill use. So not good at all. I'm almost certain that I'm gonna fail some situation in this chapter. Maybe. This is one of those games actually you start to be a little stressful if you're doing the right things at the right time. Should you use something or not? Interesting thing is actually I've used quite a lot those royal jellies, honeys, whatever. More than I thought when I started to play this game. But they are there, and yeah. The weird thing is oh. That was... What's your... Godoy. I don't know anything about you, but I want to talk to you anyways.
Am I disturbing you?
Ah, Durishe, congratulations on your efforts with Washington. I see that Sir Gregory was right to trust you.
Thank you.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Shit. I haven't time either. See you later.
Well. That was interesting. Or was he honest and completely oblivious about Al-Azif, or was that some ruse to see if I know something? I'm guessing I'm not allowed to leave.
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Well, I really don't have a choice, but... Oh. At least a little bit of honey. I'm gonna check if I can find more. Can I talk to you?
Excuse me, monsieur. Lord Mortimer is asking for you.
Yes, I excuse you. Apparently I'm not allowed to leave.
Excuse me, monsieur. We cannot let you pass.
You shall not pass. Or something more similar.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me. What's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
Yeah, it
The
is.
wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory about me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Okay. How many of you are there?
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are, because a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
Interesting. One point, of course, is can I trust my mother not to be a demon? Who knows? Because I have similar powers as Gregory. Apparently I can ask this. I don't believe he's the devil, but let's ask.
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, something quite different. Please, don't look at us through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
Okay.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
Okay, and since when?
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
Okay.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
Let's go everything.
Did you know ancient Egypt?
Oh, yes, yes. We were gods on Earth in those days.
What did men call you then?
Amenhotep IV.
The 10th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty?
Ooh, I see you're a connoisseur, Louis. Impressive.
And Rome.
Did you experience ancient Rome?
Oh, yes. Luxury and decadence, Louis. My family did indeed reign supreme, but from this period I retain only the works of my friend, Marcus Vitruvius Pollio.
Greeks.
Did you know ancient Greece?
In many ways, yes. One day Pericles, the next Parmenides. Just the memory of the time I spent working on acoustics with Pythagoras, well, it moves me quite deeply, to tell the truth.
Pericles. He's the one who brought Athens to its golden age, isn't he?
In a way, yes.
He established democracy and then died during an epidemic. It wasn't so long after his 2 sons passed away. Isn't that right?
Excuse me, Louis, I would rather not relive any more of that, if you don't mind.
And Christ?
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later, but yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
Right. Well. And the Great Crusades.
I've noticed that you have a passion for the Crusades.
Among other things, yes. Mainly the third. It was during the siege of St. Joan of Arc that I took possession of Lord Mortimer.
And you've never changed skins or bodies since?
I have used other envelopes, but only to carry out very short tasks. Apart from that, indeed, I have been able to retain the identity of William Alexander Mortimer throughout the centuries.
Okay, that explains those things I already was wondering. But anyways, do they manipulate thoughts?
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
To what end?
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Really? Help? I'm gonna use this.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Louis, demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Okay, so that was not good. Oh, yeah. Yes. Why did I use convict? Okay.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
Okay. Other questions do we have? Well, that is true. How can I believe him?
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
Really?
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
And intentions.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
Okay, what exactly is a demon?
How would you qualify your species scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
Let's go with biology.
I would say biology.
So, I would class demons along with parasites.
The comparison's not very flattering. You live inside a host and you feed on that host. Do you not?
A large number of parasites are essential to the survival of their bearer, you know. We do indeed choose a host, we enter inside them, and we evolve with them. But if you prefer a more philosophical approach, or a more poetical one, consider us as an idea. We are an idea that penetrates the human spirit. But in fact, in no way are we a danger for our hosts. Quite the contrary, we strengthen them.
So you're saying you have symbiotic relations, but parasites are not symbiotic, are they? I don't know. I think parasite is already that it uses the host but never gives back, while symbiotic relations is that both gives each other. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Okay, what's happening with my mother? Why I can't... Okay, why isn't... I can't make any... Okay, did my gamepad actually... Let's see. Oh, yeah, it bugged out. Okay.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
Okay, and why?
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together until I revealed my true nature to her.
Okay, was it all Azif?
The old book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
Okay, okay. I'll pass then.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Okay, conference.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
Okay, and how do they
But
decide?
how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps.
Okay, apparently my game just crashed. Okay, we're back. Hopefully, oh, we have the discussions from the start of the discussion. I'm not going to actually ask those questions.
It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord?
One thing I have to check. Did I didn't know he was immune to conviction.
Tell me, what's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons.
And it's true.
She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
So we already know this. We are not going to go through them. It would be fun to take the immunity knowledge, but anyways,
Continue.
I'll pass.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Okay, conference.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences.
Can I
Most of the
skip?
time, it ended in civil war between
I don't think I can skip.
Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy
Okay.
what
But how do you
reflection
agree
and
on
pleasure
global
you can.
policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Oh, you wanna change the way things are done? Okay. Was von Borchert working for you?
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis, and with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
Okay. And connection with Elizabeth.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
You're the one who killed her.
The poor girl was condemned, Louis. Don't you think it better that she stopped living like a slave, being mentally raped by my father since the day she was born?
Yeah, but can I trust you? That's the problem. Well, if that's true, but how he... Yes, if the situation was true, but why did she was killed? When I was drinking with her, why didn't he kill it earlier?
You're joking. You don't know everything. She might have recovered from everything she had suffered.
Between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. But it is also true I felt obliged to get rid of her. You'll understand one day, you'll see.
Yes, but again, you have a very interesting way to tell things. Elizabeth wasn't... You just decided to kill her just when I was in there, and you decided to accuse me for that. Okay, whatever.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Let's go with the logic.
I've got an idea, but it might seem stupid.
Trust me.
Am I one? I mean, am I a demon?
Would you like that?
Why can I choose? I don't know, but I'm almost certain that I am.
I must admit that the idea is appealing.
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me. You are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Liar!
Interesting.
Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Ah, not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jacques, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Okay, what's Jacques Paru? Psychology, vulnerable, questioning, not so much. Okay.
Monsieur, you don't know the whole story. You ought to let me help you.
One more move and I'll shoot you down, you bastard.
Jacques, you'll end up hurting yourself if you continue like this.
There's no one to save here anyway.
So,
what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
okay. Questioning not working. Let's go with manipulation.
Jacques, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jacques, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months. And everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through. And you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Your daughter will grow up without father.
You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now, monsieur.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Well, that was a close call. I'm still not sure, should I believe all of this?
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Honestly, I don't know.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there, inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter. but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
Hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Interesting. But again, I'm not sure if it's the problem with the game or the controller. I really don't know. But I would break their spirit, wouldn't I? But it would be a violation, well, of spirit.
But I'd be violating their minds, wouldn't I?
No, nothing of the sort. You won't really be penetrating their psyches. Let's just say you'll be picking up residual signals emitted by their thoughts. It isn't intrusive at all, rest assured. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Thoughts reading. You are now able to hear the superficial thoughts of your interlocutors. Each use of mind reading costs 1 essence point. You can earn 1 back when confronted to an immunity, 2 by exploiting a vulnerability, and 3 by consuming a devil's stone. Okay.
Let's see what Mortimer's thinking about.
He is thinking he might not have been clear enough with you. When I told you not to try to read into Gregory or her experienced demons, it also applied to me, of course.
You can hear me think?
Of course I can. I can sense you. For the moment, your mind shines like 1,000 lights because you haven't yet mastered the art of concealment from the psyches of others. So, I give you a weapon, and the first thing you do is try to shoot me with it? If my intentions were evil, you would already be at my mercy. So be very careful on whom you use the talent.
Well, okay.
All right. Please excuse me.
And don't ever apologize, my son. You are far above that from now on. Now go. One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Right.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
I think I have to go to the wharf now because, yeah, he explicitly said that. What do we have
Golden
here?
elixir. Consume without excess.
Okay, good. Well, this is interesting. Well, apparently I'm a demon because I can read minds. But do I still trust Mortimer? Not really, but neither do I... Well, to be honest, I still don't trust anyone else either. The question now remains, what to do with all of this? I have no idea, but I'm gonna first... Oh! More honey. I'm gonna drink it right away. And of course I had to try the mind read. So Devil's Stone gives... Okay, it gives also the S's. Oh, that's not something you can pick up. Okay. Anyways, hopefully this game doesn't crash anymore. Well, it's only a one crash. So... a little bit unfortunate. Fortunately, we didn't lose that much or anything else, and I could continue the recording. I think if I can, I'll try to trim a little bit. So, at the moment we know there are demons. I'm a demon. Well, basically, it was... it made sense because, of course, I could read minds, and Sir Gregory Holm was there also, and he noticed that so yes, definitely he's a demon too. Oh, I have to pause here. Sorry about that. Ah, annoying. Always somebody bothering me when I'm trying to record. Anyways, yes, I'm recording. Yes. I don't want to make the same mistakes I made in the Bloodlines, that I forgot to put recording on or my microphone on. It should be... Oh, I have to press the button.
You manipulated us all. You're going to pay.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests.
Our personal interests? You betrayed me.
Emily, no!
What an idiot. He still doesn't get it.
Okay.
But wait, how has Sarah betrayed you?
I don't believe it. You still don't get it. I'm not Emily, stupid.
You went as far as killing your own sister?
You're the one who pointed her out. You only have yourself to blame.
Oh, dear God!
Surprise, Sarah. You can't just get rid of me like that, you old hag.
Do you realize what you did? Emily loved you, Emma. You endured everything together. You were never alone.
You have no idea what I had to endure.
But it must have been the same for Emily. You both went through so much.
She always saved the worst situations for me. How many times have I had to climb into bed with some man I'd never even seen before because Emily had seduced him during the day?
Emma, it's obvious you suffered a great deal because of the path your lives took. But don't try convincing yourself that your sister didn't suffer too.
Duchess, I am sorry about what happened.
You had a choice! You use people according to your desires without any scruples.
Excuse me, but we are in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And Emily knew it very well.
No, Emma, look at me.
She would never endanger herself for the sake of the Order. Her sense of duty gave way to her personal interest. In the end, Sir Gregory was the only one who was truly honest with me. He has opened my eyes more in 2 days than my sister did in a whole lifetime.
Sir Gregory? You've got to be joking, right? You're not really going to trust him, are you?
Oh.
I trust Gregory. He's always honest with me.
Okay, do I know anything about manipulation questioning?
Emma, take a moment to consider this. I beg you. I don't think you're fully aware of the situation. With all you've suffered under Emily's thumb, you really ought to flee Sir Gregory.
Gregory has always shown me that he cares about me.
He's using you. He feeds off your hatred of Mortimer, and me, and your sister. You mustn't let him do that.
No one will ever use me again. No, I refuse. It isn't fair.
There's been enough deaths.
Okay, I can use psychology. I'll go with the psychology.
Emma, stop it. Come with me.
She deserves to die, Louis. Every word she utters is a lie. I'm
I
not
know.
joking. You should never believe what she says. One day she will betray you too.
She already has. I've just found out she's not my mother, Emma.
You will not die by my hand today, Sarah. She deserves to die. In fact, I think that honor goes to you.
Where is the Al-Azif?
Sir Gregory planned to get it off the island by boat. I wouldn't be surprised if he sends it with the next shipment for the continent, but I don't know when that is.
I should know, but this is getting really...
I really thought my next breath would be my last.
Well, anything's possible.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat, and let's get off of this cursed island.
No, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
Touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him. I couldn't let him reproduce. I had to stop him propagating himself.
I'm gonna use that.
You snatched a newborn baby from its mother's womb with the sole goal of seeking revenge.
From the second I took you in, I couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
Bloody hell, this controller.
I am your mother.
Do I know her immunity to occultism, but let's go with manipulation.
You made me in your own image.
No, you're wrong. I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly told you everything, at least a dozen times.
You didn't though, did you? Why?
I don't know. I couldn't. Not after Venice.
Talk to me about Venice.
Oh no. Louis, let's go. I'll tell you everything once we get home. Now come.
You never wanted us to speak about it again. Winter 1791? Do you remember?
Louis, no. We agreed to never speak about it again.
Now I understand. We were on the trail of a businessman. We broke into his place one night. We ran into his wife.
Not that, Louis. It's in the past.
She too was pregnant. Was he Mortimer's as well?
Louis,
Answer.
Yes!
What became of the child?
I gave it away.
For him too? You became his mother, didn't you?
No, I gave him to a couple who couldn't have children. I never saw him again.
How many children have you stolen from him?
I saved all of you, Louis. I gave you a 9. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his eye on you. He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him, so he rejected me.
What do you mean?
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
Well. I'll forgive her.
You are my mother. Whatever you've done, I can't take that away from you. It doesn't excuse everything, but in time we will find a way of putting it all behind us.
Oh, thank you, Louis. Thank you. I will never lie to you again. Come on.
I bet that's a lie.
Let's go.
No, Mother. I'm not going back with you. I can't.
What do you mean? Louis, you can't stay here.
Don't worry about me. I have to stay. I still have a lot to learn. But you go.
Louis!
I'll see you in Paris. Don't worry.
I'll give her the Piaggi letter.
Here. This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
If I have the correct lance. What did I fail? What did I fail? I didn't fail anything? Interesting. I had a discussion with God. I possessed Jacques Beru not to shoot. I arrived at the wharf before Charles de Richet was wounded. Oh, that is good. Oh, she would have been wounded then. I stopped Lady Hillsborough from shooting the Sarah de Richet. The interesting thing, if I dilly-dally too long, does that mean the Sarah de Richet gets wounded? But if I fail the discussion, Sarah de Richet dies. I don't know. Yes, I should know that already. Interesting. So, I can get conviction up. And after that, linguistics or etiquette. What do I have in here at the moment? Manipulation, conviction, and occultism. So there's no... Okay. If I'm reading this right, I'll get 1 point of conviction in here, so I don't have to put points in there. Hopefully I don't make a mistake. I'm gonna level up my etiquette and put 1 point in linguistics, and that's enough. And then I read that. That should, yes, conviction up. After that, it's really doesn't matter. I could go with logic or diversion. I could put 1 point in diversion. How about my agility? nothing there, and subterfuge. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's put the subterfuge on. It really doesn't matter at this point.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Overall, it's what you make of it. So I would say it could be good, but I don't know if I want to be a good. Let's see.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Okay, I think this is for this episode. It's a shorter one, yes, but I'll continue. Well, yeah, I'll have to eat something, and that will take a time. So I will continue later this game, and so this will be only a 1 hour episode. But rest assured, we will continue, and that's it. I have to check if I, well, hopefully this doesn't crash or anything at the moment. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, a little shorter episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.